I'm Soraya. This is Velvet Heaven, episode number 8. You can find me at www.raleigh.net under the links page. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll find the link to my Facebook page, which is Velvet Heaven Podcast on Facebook. You can give me a like, that'd be great. You can also find me on Archive there, and I'm aware that they took the archive of all the shows down, but individual shows are still up. And Ella is now on the computer. Go Ella. It's going to be a good show. It'll still get you to the right page. If you search my name, Soraya, S-O-R-O-Y-A, you'll find all the episodes, or the majority of them at any rate. So I know I said I was going to do 2 shows a week, but I actually went to Ohio. So yeah, I kind of slacked off, and I'm sorry about that. But Ella and I are here in the studio, recording for you, and it's going to be an all R&B soul show, and I have a reason for it. No, it's not because of Raleigh, but she'll enjoy it, I'm sure. Although it is a lot more hits than she's used to. And Ella put us on the mic. Say hi, Ella. I had to coax Ella into my lap because she wanted to be on the mic. Ladies and gentlemen, DJ Ella. Go DJ Ella. It's your birthday. So as I was saying, it's going to be all R&B. Thanks to my wonderful friend, Cassie. Had a great trip and made a new friend, Brian, her bass player in the band. And the first night I was there, we opted to, well, first of all, we got Chipotle, ate dinner, and watched Better Off Dead with John Cusack. I mean, how much cooler could it have been than that? And then we settled in for a long game of Monopoly. Now, they have this great Techniques record player, and I believe Raleigh on one of her shows talked about the Techniques record player. And this was a direct drive, and here I am spouting off all this knowledge that I would not have, synchronicity, if it weren't for Raleigh and Chad from Louisville, talking about turntables one night on her show. So thanks, guys. Anyway, they were excited I was into records. I was excited they had a record player. And lo and behold, Cassie, turns out, and so is Brian, love old R&B. So all of a sudden, I sounded like an expert. But I will say this much for Miss Cassie. I could not stump her. I think I played her one song all night that she didn't know. I mean, I was digging out the stuff I learned from Raleigh. You know, stuff that, like, nobody's ever heard before. And I couldn't stump her, so it was great. So anyway, we settled in after that to play some Monopoly, which was fun. And spin records. And that's what we did for the bulk of my first night there. It was wonderful. Very chill and relaxing. And Cassie has a nice little apartment, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm really great. Hiccup. I'm not editing. We all know Raleigh James School of Broadcasting. I'm lazy. Actually, I had a hard time motivating to do this today, which is weird because I love to record. I'm just very much in sloth mode because of the weather. Hibernation. It's very cold here. You might be asking yourself, how cold was it, Soraya? It was so cold that I dropped a dress coming into the house and went back out to get it, and it froze to the driveway. That should tell you how cold it was. But as I was saying, I was inspired to do this show based on the great music we were playing for each other that night at Cassie's. I had no idea she loved old R&B as much as I did. That's really cool. Synchronicity, man, it all lines up for a reason, I'm telling you. And I really have missed doing this. I was going to do a show when I was down there, but I got wrapped up in hanging out with my friends. I haven't seen them in a while, and that seemed more important than doing a show. I am at some point going to interview Cassie, whose musical moniker is Sherry Lee, and she has a band called Sherry Lee and the Hot Rod Hounds, and they're great. You should check them out on Facebook, give them a like, give them a listen. Great rockabilly band in Dayton, Ohio. And I also got tattooed, and we'll do that in the second segment about the tattoo because that's a fun story. And there'll be pictures on the YouTube channel when I get it up there. But without further ado, let's play some tunes. I hope it's warmer where you are right now, or at least I hope the music warms you up a little bit. I'm Soraya. This is Velvet Heaven number 8. Thanks for listening.
I know a place. Ain't nobody crying. Somebody help me now. I'll take you there. Help me, y'all. I'll take you there. Help me now. I'll take you there. Oh, I'll take you there. Oh, oh, mercy. I'll take you there. Oh, let me take you now. I'll take you there. Oh, let me take you there. I'll take you there. Play it, Mary. Play your piano now. All right. Do it. Come on now. Play on it. Play on it. Me daddy now. Daddy. Yo. Ooh, Lord. All right now, baby, little lady, I need you here. Help me out. Come on, little lady. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Doing something so. I know a place, y'all. I'll take you there. Ain't nobody crying. I'll take you there. Ain't nobody worried. I'll take you there. No smiling faces. I'll take you there. Like to the races. I'll take you there. Oh.
She can't so walking the dog. Just a walking bird dog. If you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk the dog. Come on now, come on, come on. That's my mama for 15 cents. See the elephant jump the fence. He jumped the high, he touched the sky. Never got back till the 4th of July. Walking the dog. Just a walking the dog. If you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk the dog. Come on now, come on, come on. Mary, Mary, white contrary, tell me, how does your garden grow? You got silver bells and you got cockle shells. Pretty maids all in a row, walking the dog. Just a walking the dog. If you don't know how to do it, show you how to walk the dog. Come on now, come on, come on. Oh, just a walking. Just a walking. Just a walking. Oh yeah. If you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk the dog. Just a walking. Just a walking.
To save my soul, I can't get a date. My baby's got a tune on Channel 8. White egg and big giant, coming through the TV, shooting up the land. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. I called baby on the telephone, tell her half of my head was gone. I just got hit by a great big brick. There's no for reminding me it's time for Mel Rick. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby, well, Mr. Dillon, rolling out a hobo cheese. Jim Martin, Jim Bowie, and Sugarfoot all have guns and will travel. Move me back by Mountain Town. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western. Here's the story of the Central Wagon Train and cars. A broken arrow has broken my heart. Jefferson drum with the restless guns. All died my baby and the fight was won. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western movies. My baby loved the Western.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. I started out with I'll Take You There by the Staple Singers, followed by Let Me In by the Sensations, with a little Walking the Dog by Rufus Thomas, and wrapping that one up with Western Movies by the Olympics. Yeah, you know what's great is I have dual great memories to it because of all the fun we had singing and playing board games and playing this zombie dice game that was just crazy fun. Yeah, I had a whole lot of fun. I'm glad I went. And I said this was going to be the tattoo segment, and it will, but before we get into that, I was pondering more about the synchronicity and how many things that I've learned this year and how music brings us all together, because music is the common denominator and can unify people out of nowhere. Had I not decided to pull out a Cassie's record, a classic R&B thing, I wouldn't know that my new friend Brian absolutely adores the Coasters. So we played a little Poison Ivy, and that Cassie loves Carla Thomas. We played some Gee Whiz, and it was just a really amazing evening to know that all the knowledge I had started to get earlier in this year somehow was already in other people I knew, and we talked music for hours, which is one of my favorite things to do. But I digress. So the tattoo. What started out, and I'm going to definitely plug the guy who did the tattoo. That sounds really dirty, because he was amazing. That's Justin Barbarino. And he's at Modified Skin, but he's great. He's known Cass forever, and I'm going back to him on March 15th. And he's just an amazing artist. I love what he's done for me. And I can't say enough good things about him as a person. I don't know. So the whole experience started off amazing. As I met him, and I liked him immediately. Upon meeting him, I liked him immediately, and I had sent him a picture of the star. Now, we'll get into the star and its meaning and all that in a bit, but for those of you playing at home, I bet some of you already know where this is going. And you're partially right. So I had told Cassie that I wanted to get tattooed, and she's like, okay, well, I have a couple people, and it basically was whoever got back to me first. It just happened to be Justin, and so we started talking on Facebook, and I sent him the picture, like I said, of the star, and it's 2 inches by 2 inches, which is big, but I'm a tattooed girl, and I'm working on a sleeve now. I'm kind of excited about that. Anyway, he told me he would work on the design, and he had a better idea. And you always trust your artist. If you're going to even go down this road, pick somebody and let them have a little bit of freedom, because they'll enjoy doing it more and you'll enjoy it more too, and then you'll have a piece of their artwork on you, and that to me is really cool. I'm reminded of the show where Raleigh was talking about one of her DJ friend's daughters and how she didn't like something, got a cover-up piece that was a butterfly, and how Raleigh saw it and thought it was magnificent. So tattoos just aren't like barbed wire and Mickey Mouse and your girlfriend's name. You know, they can be so much more. And I got this one to celebrate my first year being completely sober. So it was a really big deal to begin with. And I met with Justin. He showed me this kick-ass design he did. And it wound up being a star in what looks like veins. It's filigree. I'll put pictures in it. And what's funny about that is because I'm writing the book. Now, Justin didn't know that I'm writing a book about vampires. So I think the universe was calling out to me that day. So it goes from my wrist to... it's all of my forearm. It goes from my wrist to where my veins are in the middle of my arm. And I know, yes, it hurt, to answer your question. It didn't hurt real bad till the very end, and because of the detail and the shading, I was raw by then. That's the only reason it hurt, and the wrist was painful. Worth it, though. And to be fair, Justin offered me numbing gel, and I turned it down because part of getting these things is, you know, you go through the pain. It's kind of like fighting a battle. And actually, before it had started to feel raw, I kind of enjoy the feeling of getting tattooed, or I wouldn't have so many. So as I watched it come together, it took a little bit longer than I expected, which is good, because it means the artist really cares about what they're doing. And I wound up canceling dinner with a family friend, and I'm sorry about that, but Justin got really into what he was doing, and we were towards the end, and he's like, why don't I try this too? And he was as excited about it as I was, and that was really cool. We talked about many, many subjects, and it's always amazing to me that I told him why I was getting it, and he said he was so honored in the first place to be tattooing me, and that on top of it, he was doubly honored because he knows what an accomplishment that must be for me. Even though the guy himself imbibes, he respected what I was doing and went out of his way to make me feel comfortable, and I can't say enough great things about him. I mean, I'm driving another 4 hours on March 15th to get the other side done. And when I hate being unbalanced. I'm going to get something very similar, only it's going to be like a shamrock and the same kind of filigree but blue. So I'm hoping he can make it look veiny too, because it looks so badass. But I thought that was the universe, God, whatever's way of telling me that I was on the right path. Because when he drew it, it didn't look as much like veins, but as it came together, it totally does. And he didn't know. We hadn't talked about what I was writing. It was really magical. Now, I got the star for several reasons. The obvious one was the guidance I've gotten this year, and the continuing path, and that I aspire to be a rock star myself, and to remind me of my whole experience doing podcasting, being on Raleigh's show, and everything good out of my life that came out of this last year being sober. I can honestly say it's the best year of my life to date. There were some very hard things in the beginning, but I can't imagine my life being anything but what it is now. I'm never going back. And now that's not to say that if you drink that I'm against it. I'm against it for me. I want other people to have a good time. I mean, hell, I spent half my weekend in a bar. Didn't miss it, and liked watching other people have fun. It was very cool. So again, shout out to Justin Barbarino, who works at Modified Skin in Dayton, Ohio, and you should absolutely check him out on Facebook. Like Modified Skin's page. And if you're in the Dayton area, I suggest him over anyone else, and quite frankly, he's worth the drive. If I can avoid it, which I'm going to try very hard, he's always going to be my guy. I can't imagine a situation where he wouldn't be. He's worth it. So thanks again, Justin. Meant the world to me. I had a great time doing it, and I'm glad we're now friends. You gotta plug the people who do businesses you love and believe in, and he was just great. And I've had people tattoo me that I had no connection with at all, and I have to say that after this, that's something I want from now on. Because it can truly be a spiritual, life-changing experience. And what was also cool was I was sitting there, I was there for hours, I think like 6 hours. I'm sitting there and I'm making friends with the guy who owns the shop. I'm making friends with Billy the Piercer. Josh is the guy who owns the shop. And Eric, another artist, was really cool. And we're all laughing and joking and having a good time. Felt like I'd known those guys forever and I didn't want to leave. It was fun. You know, when they're all like, you know, can't high-five you, but they're trying to find a way to. Like me and the one guy, we bumped elbows because he was in the middle of doing something, and there's something magical about that. I'm very blessed that that's just the way it was supposed to happen. I was supposed to get tattooed by him, and the universe spoke to me. And that's something else I'm going to talk to that Justin and I discussed a little bit. And Riley and I have discussed it too, man. A lot of synchronicity. Trusting your gut instinct and being brave enough to follow it. So many of us hear that voice in our head, and I don't mean the ones that tell you to do crazy things. I mean the ones that tell you or warn you or say, hey, no, stay on this path, and we ignore it because we discount our own feelings, and you shouldn't do that. Our instincts are there for a reason, as Justin said, we're animals. And beyond that, as Riley and I have discussed, there's something that guides us. So if you are ignoring that, stop. Take a minute the next time you feel that in yourself and go, wait a minute, maybe I should listen to this voice. And I don't mean, again, I mean like your inner voice. That part of you that always knows if something's not right and doesn't trust it. Listen to that voice. Or if something is so right that you can't avoid it, you gotta do it. It's weird, I had something else happen that way too that's making this even more possible for me to get my next tattoo. You know, if you tell the universe what you're looking for, it'll tell you back. You just gotta be willing to listen. And I don't mean about monetary things. Cassie and I talked about that. I'm talking about things you want. One of the things in Raleigh's book that she talks about, and that's, what am I doing here when everything I want is somewhere else? I'm going to pull that book off my desk, and I'm sorry, Raleigh, if I botched it. It's been a while. You'll understand. Nope, I didn't. And you can get Raleigh's book at nickajackpress.com, or on the website, there's a link. Buy it. As I, often talk about the things it's done for me. There's this whole thing about visualizing the success you want, and visualizing big, and my thing now is dream big or go home. Go for broke. What have you got to lose? It's a dream. And it reminds me of this episode of The Office where, and I'm a huge Office fan, Jim is talking to Dwight, and he's having this fantasy about how, he's got a hotel in hell, and he's like, and I'm the manager, and Jim's like, you're not the owner? And he's exactly right. Dream big or go home. Man, it feels good to be doing this again. I'm just in sloth mode because it's freezing here. And we're talking like -6. I don't want to go out and start my car. Schools are closed because it's so cold. And what's up with that? They never closed school when I was younger because it was too cold. I'm doing air quotes. Let me tell you, the wussification of America kills me. We played out in the snow and this crap, Kind of unbelievable. But I digress. I think it's time for some more music, and thanks again for listening and being part of this little journey with me. I hope anything I say gives you a little bit of synchronicity for yourself. I'm Soraya. This is Velvet Heaven number 8, and I'll be back.
Backfield in motion, yeah. I'm gonna have to penalize you. Backfield in motion, baby. You know that's against the rules. Offside and holding, yeah. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, baby. Offside and holding, yeah. Holding on to someone else. You know you're cheating, baby. Faking the vibe. You know you're bunking, baby. Oh yeah. Strike 3, you're out, and I caught you with your backfield in motion. Yeah, I'm gonna have to penalize you. You backfield in motion, baby. You know that's against the rules. First down, you start cheating on me. Second down, I was too blind to see. Third down, you know I love you so. Fourth down, baby, I got to let you go, 'cause I got you in backfield in motion. Yeah, I'm gonna have to penalize you. You backfield in motion, baby. You know that's against the rules. Now you see, oh yeah, just how I feel. Never believe it, baby. You beat me to the punch, honey, but you hit me below the belt, and I caught you with your backfield in motion. Yeah, I'm gonna have to penalize you. You backfield in motion, baby. You know that's against the rules. Backfield in motion, offside and hold. Backfield in motion, double chin, baby. Backfield in motion, flipping honey. Backfield in motion, I got to penalize you.
Say it's alright. It's alright. Say it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. Have a good time. 'Cause it's alright. Whoa, it's alright. We're gonna move it slow. When lights are low. When you move it slow, it sounds like a moan, and it's alright. Whoa, it's alright. Now listen to the beat. Kinda pat your feet. You got soul, and everybody knows that it's alright. Whoa, it's alright. When you wake up early in the morning, feeling sad like so many of us do, hum a little song, make life your goal, and surely something's gotta come to you. And say it's alright. Say it's alright. It's alright. Have a good time. 'Cause it's alright. Whoa, it's alright. Now everybody clap your hands. Give yourself a chance. You got soul, and everybody knows that it's alright. Whoa, it's alright. Someday I'll find me a woman who will love and
night.
And she's got to say it's alright.
Say it's alright. It's alright. Have a good time. 'Cause it's alright. Whoa, it's alright. Everybody clap your hands. Now give yourself a chance. Well, buzz, buzz, buzz goes the bumblebee. Tweedledee goes the bird. But the sound of your little voice, darling, is the sweetest sound I've ever heard. I've seen the beauty of the red, red rose. Seen the beauty when the sky is blue. Seen the beauty of the evening sunset. But the beauty of you, sweet is the honey from the honeycomb. Sweet are the grapes from the vine. But there's nothing as sweet as you, darling. And I hope someday you'll be mine. Well, buzz, buzz, buzz goes the bumblebee. Tweedledee goes the bird. But the sound of your little voice, darling, is the sweetest sound I've ever heard. I've seen the beauty of the red, red rose. Seen the beauty when the sky is blue. Seen the beauty of the evening sunset. But the beauty of you, sweet is the honey from the honeycomb. Sweet are the grapes from the vine. But there's nothing as sweet as you, darling. And I hope someday you'll be mine. Hope someday you'll be mine. Hope someday you'll be mine. Hope someday you'll be mine.
Hello, stranger. It seems so good to see you back again. How long has it been?
It seems like a mighty long time. Chupa, my baby.
It seems like a mighty long time. Oh, I'm so glad you stopped by to say hello to me. Remember, that's the way it used to be. Ooh, it seems like a mighty long time. Chibop, chibop, my baby, ooh. It seems like a mighty long time.
Chupa, my baby. 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 Chupa, my baby.
Oh, if you're not gonna stay, please don't treat me like you did before, because I still love you so. Although it It seems like a mighty long time. Chibop, chibop, my baby, ooh. It seems like a mighty long time. Chibop, chibop, my baby. Chibop, chibop, my baby. Chibop, chibop, my baby. I'm so happy that you're here at last. Oh.
Okay, I don't know how these old time DJs did this because I have to keep looking up the songs that I played, especially if they're ones I don't know, like by heart. And by the way, it's so cold in the studio that my hands are like crispified, which is not good for the tattoo, I'm sure. Anyway, let's see if I can get this right. I played Backfield Emotion by Mel and Tim, followed it up with It's Alright by The Impressions. Then I went into Buzz Buzz Buzz, Hollywood Flames, and ended that segment with the lovely Barbara Lewis, Hello Stranger, which I believe Hello Stranger is totally going to be a song title chapter in my book. We'll see. And quick book update. I've written 6 and 7, started to edit. I want to have 6, 7, 8, 9 done by the time I go to see Cassie, which is going to be around March 15th, and get the other arm tattooed and see The Loveless. That's Justin's band that he's in, and it's another thing you can like on Facebook, The Loveless. They're great. So, there is that. The book is coming along, it's writing itself. Although I have been delving into my giant Raleigh library, which thanks to Chad is something ridiculous, like over 200 shows. I don't even know if that's right. It might be more than that at this point. I think it's more than that. Anyway, you'll probably listen to Raleigh for a week straight without having to change it. It's kind of cool. But I was listening to some old ones from this year and to get inspiration for what I'm writing, and it reminded me of how many conversations we've had about music and other fun topics, and how I've learned all these facts about soul music from her. And how half the time things I'm playing I've heard, by her, and I'm just really blessed. Although I have to say, I can't wait till she comes back. And Raleigh, if you're listening, I hope you feel better. I know you're not doing so good, or you weren't doing so good. Man, ain't life a bitch when things go wrong when you try to soak in a hot tub. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can go to Raleigh's page. It's www.raleigh.net and read the blog. I read it all the time. Plus, I'm on there, too. There's that. Thanks, Raleigh, for putting my stuff up. I really appreciate it. And as always, a little bit shorter show. My first one back, but I promise this weekend I'm going to do a vinyl show. I've been taking the easy way out and using MP3s because I can do a show faster. And with working and trying to do 2 a week, it's just easier. But I haven't spun any vinyl in a while, and I totally want to. So, and now Billy is on the desk. Billie Holiday, say hello to the audience, Billy. She's a little bit more shy than her outgoing sister Ella. But that usually means it's about time for me to wrap this up, and we'll do a little bit longer show this weekend. I wanted to put something out because it's been a while, and I miss talking to you guys. So, my name is Soraya. This is Velvet Heaven number 8. You can find me on Raleigh James's homepage, and that's www.raleigh.net. On the links page all the way down, scroll down there, it'll take you to archive, even though they've removed my archive. And there you can search for me by name. It's Soroya. You can also find me on Velvet Heaven Podcast on Facebook. I always post a new episode there. Velvet Heaven Podcast YouTube channel. I've been posting them there, and they haven't been taking them down to the best of my knowledge. Although maybe, who knows. I don't check YouTube that often. You can also email me feedback at velvetheavenpodcast@gmail.com. All one word. And that's about it. I'm going to get out of here with a minute and pick maybe a tune or two to leave out on. And I leave you with this. Life is short. Do what you do. Follow your heart. Write a book. Learn an instrument. Make new friends. Our choice to be happy is our choice. Nobody's responsible for it but us. So, again, I'm Soraya. This is Velvet Heaven number 8. Thanks for listening.
Up on the roof, up on the roof,
When this old world starts getting me down and people are just too much for me to face, I climb way up to the top of the stairs and all my cares just drift right into space. On the roof it's peaceful as can be, and there the world below can bother me. Let me tell you now, when I come home feeling tired and weak, I go up where the air is fresh and sweet. I get away from the hustling crowd and all that rat race noise down in the street. On the roof, the only place I know where you just have to wish to make it so. Let's go up on the roof. At night the stars put on a show for free, and darling, you can share it all with me. I keep a telling you, right smack dab in the middle of town, I found a paradise that's trouble-proof. And if this world starts getting you down, there's room enough for two up on the roof.